The season is starting to change, and mentions of pumpkin spice, hocus pocus, and Halloween are floating through the air. L.M. Montgomery, author of Anne of Green Gables, wrote, "I'm so glad I live in a world where there are Octobers." Now, it's one of our favorite seasons of the year. Perhaps it's the faint chill in the air, the spooky season, or Samhain. For a lot of mistresses and their subs, it's the glorious month of Locktober. Welcome to the first in our Locktober series, where we explore fun with chastity. You may have seen the mentions of Locktober around social media and wondered, what is it all about? Along with some stuff that we've compiled over the years. And a quick thanks to Mistress K over at houseofdenial.com. We have a wealth of information about having fun with chastity. Before we start, let's define a couple of words. A chastity device. It's a cage, usually made of metal, plastic, or silicone, used to restrict access to the wearer's genitals to prevent sexual arousal, satisfaction, or release. Most chastity devices, also referred to as belts or cages, are a type of harness worn around the testicles and penis. Though such devices, they also exist for vulva owners. Keyholder. A keyholder is a general neutral term for the person who will be in charge of the relationship, often also referred to as the mistress, the master, or the dominant. So, where did Locktober come about? Obviously, it's the combination of the word lock and October. But since around 2015, October has been the month that the chastity community observes Locktober. It's that time of year where enthusiasts stay locked in their devices for one solid month. Yep, an entire month of chastity. But it's also a great time to spread awareness for the kinds of kinks involved with chastity, orgasm denial, the devices available, and really the mindset that's involved. It's also a good time to talk about aspects of power exchange, key holding, and some of the sadomasochistic fun to be had with chastity for all of us, even if we don't lock ourselves up for a whole entire month. Chastity is for all genders, and just like all bondage, it can be done with devices or it can be done mentally. Now, there's no definite answer to who originated the idea of 31 straight days locked in chastity during October. What seems a little clearer is that either around 2016 ish to 2017 seems the first year that Locktober was widely observed. So, despite who first coined the term or originated the idea, it seems fair to say that there's a growing annual observance of Locktober within the kink community. Now, there's no official rule book for observing Locktober. The only hard and fast rule seems to be that participants, generally submissives, must remain locked in chastity for the entire month of October. Now, purists, they insist that it be a cage or a chastity belt and that it cannot be unlocked or removed for any reason, not even for hygiene releases. But is a form of bondage, and it's important to take into consideration the risks involved and make the best decision for yourself or for your submissive. For some, it's a month of orgasm denial, sort of like a Lent from orgasms, if you don't mind um, uh, the nod to Catholicism. So, for others, it's a month of getting ruined orgasms, such as through putting a vibe on a chastity cage or only receiving anal or prostate orgasms. Really, it's all up to you. Yet those who remove the cage during the month and or enjoy full unrestricted orgasms, well, that's really violating the spirit of the event. If you're considering participating this year but don't own a chastity device, or you're on a quest for the Holy Grail, that is that comfortable cage with a perfect fit to wear nonstop for an entire month, then keep listening to this podcast series. Perhaps you're on the dominant side of the slash and you're considering this for your submissive. Well, we'll also talk about what it means to be a key holder and some of the fun S&M ways you can tease your partner who's locked up or bound in chastity. Locktober is designed to be a month to challenge yourself, to see if you can last out the month being caged, belted, or otherwise bound mentally. I'm Primal Piggy. This was our first in the Locktober podcast series on BDSM United podcast. You can find me on Facebook at The Primal Piggy, all one word. You could also find me as an admin of Whips, Chains, and Duct Tape. It's a rather large Facebook page. We've been doing this for over 10 years now. Whips, Chains, and Duct Tape since July of 2012. You could find that on Facebook at WCDT BDSM. We also recently updated our website with a lot of new information, new resources. You could find that at www.bdsmunited.com. Be sure to listen to the rest of this series as it unfolds. And if you're listening a little late, there's never a wrong time to experiment with chastity. So, even if you're listening to this and October is the middle of the month or beyond, know that you too can participate in the information that's provided. Thank you for listening today, and see you next time.